Have you ever felt invisible, like you were in a group or a community or following somebody online, and the only people that seemed to matter were the ones flashing their 10K months, their dream vacations, or their big houses? I know that feeling, and today I want to talk about something that's been on my heart: the importance of celebrating effort, not just results. Because the truth is, every step forward deserves recognition, not only the flashy finish lines. By the end of this video, you're going to feel seen. You're going to understand that the small steps, the late nights, the videos with 5 views, the emails that no one responded to yet, they matter more than you think. And I'm going to share why I've made a commitment. As I grow, I want to celebrate every single person who keeps showing up, no matter what stage they're at. Let me back up a bit. Before I built and sold a 50K funnel, before I had people looking to me for guidance, I was just a burned out bartender and a gig worker. I was the one covering those holiday shifts, pulling doubles, and delivering fries in my flip-flops because bills don't wait. And I was exhausted. I'd sit in my car with the air conditioning and the seat warmers on at the same time in the middle of summer just to get a little relief for my back. That was my version of a spa day. I didn't have a retirement plan. I didn't have parents to fall back on, and I was terrified of doing that same grind for the next 30 years. So when I saw people online talking about making daily pay, working 2-hour days, I thought, good for them, but that's not for me. Until one day I saw someone just like me. A server who started small, leaned on simple tools, and actually made it work. And that's when something shifted. If you've ever felt like your efforts weren't enough, I want you to know they are. Drop the words, keep showing up in the comments, and let's celebrate the fact that you're here. You're putting in that work. Here's the thing, a lot of gurus online only celebrate the highlight reel. They showcase the student who hit 6 figures in 6 months, or that person who suddenly quit their job after one viral video. And hey, that's exciting, it's inspiring, but it's not the full story. What about the single mom who finally figured out how to set up her first landing page? What about the guy who worked up the courage to post his very first video? Or the person who kept showing up for 6 months before seeing a single sale? Those stories matter. Those are the people who are building the real foundation. See, effort is like planting seeds. You don't see the fruit on day 1. Sometimes you don't even see it in month 1. But if you don't plant it, you're never going to harvest it. When I first started, most of my efforts went unnoticed. My videos barely got views. My emails went unanswered. I had text struggles that left me in tears. But every single time I showed up, I was planting seeds. And those seeds eventually grew into the business I have today. So when somebody tells me I haven't made money yet, but I learned how to use Canva, or I finally posted my first TikTok, I cheer because I know these are the roots starting to take hold. And I want to pause here and really drive this home. Every first deserves a celebration. Your first subscriber, that's a win. Your first video posted, even if it flopped, that's a win. Your first time hitting publish on an email instead of second guessing yourself, that's a huge win. Inside my Dream to Done community, I've seen people join just to get over that hurdle of posting one piece of content. And when they finally do, that's the momentum that they need to keep going. We don't wait for 6 figures to pop champagne. We celebrate every brick that gets laid on that path to freedom. When I was bartending, I didn't walk in on day 1 and handle a packed Friday night shift. I started small. I shadowed. I learned. And every shift built my confidence until I could handle the rush without panicking. Business is no different. Every post, every email, every small step, it builds confidence. You don't start with mastery. You build it through messy, imperfect reps. And that's why effort matters. It's not wasted. It's preparation. And then there's the invisible stage, the one where you're doing the work, but no one's noticing it yet. But that's the hardest part and the most important. Think of it like a road trip. The photos that you post are of the scenic lookout of the quirky roadside diner, but the majority of the trip is spent on the highway, putting in those miles that no one claps for. Yet without those miles, you're never going to arrive at the destination. By the way, if you've ever thought about building income online but felt overwhelmed, I put together a free guide to make it simple. You'll find the link in the description, plus a free 7-day trial to join my Dream to Done community, where we celebrate every step of the journey. So here's my promise to you. As I grow, I won't just celebrate the student who has flashy screenshots. I will celebrate the person who shows up for themselves every day. The one who is willing to learn, to try, to fail, and then try again. Because those are the people who actually build long-term success. Too many communities make you feel like if you don't have a huge win, you don't belong. But I believe true community is about seeing people where they are. In Dream to Done, we celebrate the person who gets their first comment just as much as the person who makes their first $1,000, because effort is what binds us together. Effort is the culture. I'll give you an example. That 50K funnel that I built and sold, people look at that and they think it was a lucky break. But what they don't see are the dozens of small unseen projects that came before it. The nights I spent fumbling with text, the times I wanted to give up, the content that went nowhere. Every failed attempt was a step toward that breakthrough. And that's why I believe effort is worthy of celebration, because without it, the breakthrough never comes. So if you're posting videos and no one's watching yet, keep posting. If you're learning new tools and you feel like you're never going to get it, keep learning. If you've made 0 sales but you're still showing up, you're already winning. Success doesn't belong to the lucky few. It belongs to the ones who don't stop. And here's my final commitment. I will continue to build a culture where every step matters, where effort is celebrated, not ignored, where you are seen not for the size of your results, but for the size of your persistence. Because at the end of the day, that's what creates lasting freedom. Not a single viral win, but 1,000 small steps that add up to a new life. If you're ready to be part of a community that celebrates you, whether you're making your first $10 or your first 10,000, hit that link in the description. You'll get my free guide to simplify content creation, plus a free 7-day trial inside Dream to Done. And don't miss that next video on your screen filled with more stories and strategies to help you stay consistent and keep moving forward. No more being invisible, no more excuses. Every step forward is worth celebrating. And I'm proud of you for every single one of them.